What is going on YouTube? Crucix here today, and I'm going to be showing you how to turn this laser diode into a laser gun. Now this laser diode comes with a driver, which means you can just plug it straight into a battery and it will be ready to go. And that's what I've done here. I've soldered one side onto the negative terminal of the battery, as you can see here, and then the other side will be connected to the positive side of the battery. And when you connect these 2 points, the laser will turn on. So we're going to wire that up today onto this little switch. Now this switch is of the type where you press it and you have to hold it to keep it switched on. But it doesn't really matter what type of switch you have, you can use anything you have. So to start out with, the gun I'm going to be mounting the laser onto, I have an old RC car controller here, so I'm going to modify this and put the laser on top of it. So you're also going to need a few things to complete this build. You're going to need a soldering iron. It doesn't really matter how powerful it is or what type, because this is just some very low grade metal and it should solder very easily. You're also going to need a glue gun. These are pretty cheap and I've just got a 220 watt one here. So to start out, we're going to probably mount the laser on the side like this. I have an old laser barrel here which actually had a laser inside of it, so I could possibly glue the laser diode inside this and then mount it to the side, or I could also attach it to the front. But for this build I'm just going to put the laser on the side like this. So I'm going to attach that now with the glue gun, just to have it mounted and out of the way while I'm soldering and working on it. And now, as you can see, we have the laser mounted on the side of the gun and ready to go. So the next thing I'm going to do is attach the battery to the bottom, just like a real clip in a real gun, where you put it into the handle and it will be like a pistol in that way. So we're going to glue gun this on here now. And with the battery here, I mounted it sideways so that the wires will hang out and they won't hit your hand when you're holding it. Because if I mounted it in a backwards position with the terminals right here where my finger is, then these wires would probably sit on your wrist and that would be annoying. But in the way they're sitting out from your hand. So the next part of this build is to remove the old trigger and place this in here so that when you press it, the laser will turn on. So now that we've cut the old trigger off, we can put the new one on. So this is the trigger that we have here. Before we put it onto the gun, we're actually going to solder the wires on first and then hot glue it on. So now, taking the 2 wires connected to the positive terminal on the battery and the positive terminal on the laser, we're going to solder these onto each side of the trigger, like so. So as you can see here, we have our 2 positive terminals soldered onto the trigger. So let's press this and see if the laser turns on. And as you can see, the laser does work. So for the next part of the build, we need to place the trigger inside this slot here. Now you can see that the trigger is sitting inside the slot where it should be sitting, so all we have to do now is hot glue that in place. So as you can see here, we have the trigger mounted into the place where the trigger would be on this controller. So when we press this, it will turn on the laser. So here we have the completed laser gun. As you can see, I've tidied most of the wires away so that you won't get them caught on your hands, and the trigger is freely accessible. All that's left is a couple of strings of hot glue, but these can be easily removed. And that is the completed laser gun. Now if you want to change the battery, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is pull it away. Hot glue will break if you put enough force on it, and then you can just glue another one on. Another option I thought of was gluing the top of this battery plate here, so that all you had to do was pull the battery off and stick a new one on to reload it. But that is the conclusion of this video. I'll just show you a quick clip of this gun in action, and that will be the finish. was this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you smack that like and subscribe button below. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe. Crew 6 out.